all in the evening. Okay, so yeah, for the time being, we have lots of work are there in village area. In
Mm.
Pedi, okay, we are facing the petty kind of work are there we are doing. Yeah, so yeah, still I am managing time and I was preparing for government examination. So examination is over now, so I am totally free. So all the time
Mm.
I devote for English so that I can improve more and more. And definitely in 2025, I would like to see myself as a good speaker. That's the reason I try my level best to improve my English. Like this, I have.
Yeah, I feel that yeah, your pronunciation are too good because I talk like 1 month or 2 months ago, but that time you were preparing for your exam. So yeah, you speak very well. Like you didn't make grammatical mistake, but your pronunciation is not good. But that time your pronunciation is too good. So what are you doing improving your pronunciation?
Yeah, nowadays sometimes if I get time, so sometimes I try to read the book as well. I believe that if I read the book a lot, so in this way I can improve. And sometimes I try to improve. I try to practice tongue twisters as well, so that I can improve. Yeah, I do, and more I try to practice.
Okay, so when you were reading any book, so that time you were reading silently or loud? Because everyone suggests loud. Because I am beginner, so it is my personal question. I am quite curious. I read like book, but because I am mother, so when I try to read loud, that time my kid wake up. So I feel like sometimes problem. So that's why I read anything silently. So I didn't improve like my pronunciation. So you read loud or silently?
Yeah. By the way, there are many ways to improve pronunciation. One of
Mm.
them, reading is one of them only. Okay, by doing practice, also you can improve your pronunciation. But if I talk about myself, so I read the things loudly. Okay.
Loud.
Yes.
Okay. So do you like reading book?
Yeah, definitely. So I am used to nowadays. Why? Because I think if I read the books in this way, I can get the content from there. Okay, I
Mm.
can gain the knowledge from book as well. So in this,
Mm.
I can do the both, gain knowledge as well as I can improve my pronunciation as well. So that's the reason I do. Yes, and story reading is very important for the beginners. What I believe. Okay, in this way, you can enjoy by reading story, and
Mm.
its basic story is very good. You will understand easily.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, I
Mm.
think very easy like structure and you can understand very well, and you also improve your vocabulary if you are beginner, and you also improve your structure. I feel it because I don't have time. I am not read any storybook, but when I have time, that time I listen some story. So I feel that like English is a very like easy word and good structure.
Yeah, definitely. And what I believe, sometimes people all of a sudden they go in newspaper. So according to me, newspaper reading is a very difficult, okay, and very boring as well sometimes, because the moment we try to read newspapers, at that moment we are unable to get the points. Okay, so for if you are beginner, so you can go for AG1 story. Okay, but if you are advanced or if you are intermediate speaker, so it is okay for you. Otherwise it is very difficult. So I wouldn't like to suggest others that they can go for newspapers. First of all, they need to improve, they need to practice for basic grammar as well and basic story, so that can you can understand things. And when you understand the things, you think that okay, I will read another story again, like that it
Mm.
happens. Otherwise you think that no, reading newspapers is very boring thing, and I will not read again, like that you think. Yes.
Yeah, I am beginners when I was not able to speak that time. Every time I read like any paragraph, so I read 2 and 3 times. So after that, I feel confident and I feel that I gain some knowledge. Like I gain some structure, I content. I gain some vocabulary. So when I try to speak, word and structure come to my mind automatically without like giving any effort. So if you are beginner, so if you are read any like a story and you listen any content, so I think try to and try time. It is my personal experience. I am not anyone not suggested me, but because I am beginner, so I feel that it is a working for me.
Yeah, not only for you, it works for everyone. Same thing, even I do same like you. Same content I try to read many times, and if the story is very short, so when I go outside at that moment, I try to narrate same story in my own words. Okay,
Mm.
in this way you can improve your English. Yes.
Like I watch many like video conversation video and many YouTuber like big YouTuber videos. So everyone suggests that try to think in English. But if you are beginner and recently you how to start thinking in English because you have knowledge only on your mother tongue or Hindi language. So like in initial days how to start in English, what is your like perspective that if you are beginner, so how to start thinking English, because without thinking you are not become fluent in speaker this language or any language. So how to start thinking in English?
Yeah, maybe I think this is very difficult question for me. Then also I try to answer you. Okay. So first of all, my mother tongue is Santhali. My second language is Hindi, and Hindi is our official language also. So that's the reason I know. And I, if I tell you more, so I know Bengali as well, and English is my fourth language, right? So initial stage, I don't know what the how the people are saying, but I know sometimes I think that okay, it is very important basic grammar as well. In this way, you can start, and sometimes suppose you are totally beginner, you don't even know what is the grammar. So in this way, you can start from daily uses sentences. Okay, I go. This is pen. Is this your pen? Like in this way, you can practice, and when you practice something more and more, in this way, automatically sometimes comes the things in your mind, and you unable to get that when I think and when I say.
Mm.
Automatically, when you read it, all of a sudden it comes on your brain surface, and you can able to speak very fluent English. But sometimes people say that you need to think in English and think in English, think in your mother English and speak English like that the thing. But I think when your brain surface there is no any English word, so how can you think all of a sudden? First of all, for this you need to listen a lot of content. Then only you can store many words and sentences in your mind. Then only you can eh,
Thinking.
speak it out. Otherwise, it is very difficult. If I tell you that, okay, think in Santhali and speak in Santhali, so it is going to be difficult because you don't have the Santhali words in your mind.
Mm.
By the way people say, but I don't know how it works. Like, but when I nowadays when I speak English, so I no, I don't take so much time to speak in English because I have practiced this much that automatically, if I know, so automatically this sentence comes in my mind and I am easily deliver it like that it happens. But people think that thinking in English is very important, but how it works, I don't know this myself. Yeah, somehow I'm
I have little bit experience this kind. Like when I started that time, I watched lot video. Every YouTuber, big YouTuber suggest that if you want to become fluent speaker, so started thinking in English. So because I am initial stage, so I am very afraid how to start thinking English. But I tried. many time, but every time I think in my mother tongue Hindi and Bhojpuri it is my mother tongue. But one day a YouTuber, I didn't recall name, but, but yeah, he no, she suggested me that if you are beginner, so watch any video like 5 minute video and try to imitate this video. After imitating, try to make story your own language, like which like easy word, and after try to speak, like close video, stop video and try to speak this story in your own word. And first day you are not able to describe that story in your own word, but the second day you are try to again, and after 10 days you feel that improvement. And after 10 days you feel that you are able to think little bit English, because you have content in your mind that time, some structure, some vocabulary. It is not pressure like you effort your mind, it is automatically happen with you. So I follow and I feel that it is like working for me. So I think if someone beginner, so he and she try this method.